Welcome back to another episode of Lobby Call Podcast. This is episode probably 5, season 2.
We
episode
going?
1, season 2. Yeah, season 1 was pretty dope. This episode is kind of like a get to know me type episode. Get to know the guys. We have special guest Jon Curry again.
Your
What's up? Billboard is
as long as it doesn't hit me, I'm good.
There we go. So we if you guys don't know who Jon Curry is, go to episode 2. And drummer extraordinaire from Durham, from New Jersey, all that jazz, all that trap house jazz. So today's episode is going to be a little different, kind of like a get to know me. We're going to be answering just random questions. I might pull up IG live and go live and have my followers ask questions too. You know what I mean? All 5 of them.
This is a good idea.
Yeah, so just gonna talk, let you guys get to know us a little bit better, and probably take some live, like I just said. So, first off, how you guys feeling? How y'all doing?
Good, man.
Yeah,
Life
and
is
you
good.
had COVID.
Sure
I
did.
just got a text that said he doesn't have it.
What
Damn.
day? What day did you receive this text?
It says Wednesday at 8 a.m. Is that,
So yeah, Dan does not have COVID anymore. He's healed.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Hey.
Aleluya. And how you guys?
Sana, sana,
How you guys
colita de
feeling?
rana.
Talk to you. Bring the mic closer. You got
Oh, my bad.
I feel free.
free.
You know what I mean? As you can see, I don't have an iPhone anymore. And,
There we go.
my
Flip
mind
phone.
is clear.
Flip phone life.
You hear that? No, you got to hear the sound of it.
There we go.
You need that in your life. So, I'm just getting to know this phone right now.
There we go. That brings back memories back when I was
The Great Depression.
it's an age joke. Now back in early 2000s in middle school, high school, playing Tetris and playing Snake and dropping it
Snake
and
was the
not
goat.
thinking it's gonna break. What you say?
No, Snake was lit, man.
Yeah, it was lit. But yeah, how about you, John? How you feeling?
I feel good, man.
Yeah?
You know, out here hanging with my guys,
My
my
family.
friends.
Have you enjoyed your weekend?
I did.
That's good, man.
Yeah, we
I
just did a
really
live stream show for
Something.
Brandeis.
So, some of us did.
Oh,
Some of us did.
Damn.
ouchies.
Not bad,
Dan, got his hair cut by a black person just for the live stream and couldn't use it.
For the first time ever.
Actually, this should be interviewing a person that survived COVID. How do you feel today?
Yeah, man.
I feel fantastic, man. Life
I
is
see
good.
that tear in the corner of your eye. It never
No,
dried up.
I feel good, man. Life is good.
How was COVID?
This shit is awful. For people who think this shit is not real, it's real, man.
It's a thing. It's definitely a thing. I had to change his diaper. I had to feed him. I had
Yeah,
to
man. It was a whole thing.
change his catheter. And,
Sponge bath.
There was so much doo-doo.
oh my
I was
god!
like 12 years old, I swear to God, man. Yeah, no, I lost 15 pounds on COVID, man. That shit was
that's
was
a
wild.
plus side, right?
Yeah.
No, he's not plus sized.
I mean, that's a plus side of
Oh.
having,
Say it.
Yeah, no, I guess, man. It was all right.
There we go.
Starvation. I don't know.
All right.
Models stand up. No, I can say.
Yeah. I'm so tired.
All right, guys. So I have an assortment of questions, just random questions that we're gonna answer and talk about, and just get to know you guys a little bit better for the crowd, not crowd, but for viewers and listeners to get to know the Trap House Jazz Band just a little bit better. You feel me? So I'm gonna start off. Let's see. What are you guys' top 5 albums of all time? We're all musicians and artists, and
What are these back of the bus questions?
just what are your top
Top
5
5
albums of all time?
I
Any genre, just.
do not have a top 5
can't
album.
do
of all.
this.
That's, that's
I don't
rough.
think
You
about
can't-
this.
How about top 3?
No,
just
that's
off the
worse.
How about an album that would be in your top 5?
There we go.
I can give you that.
Okay, go ahead, Dan. You go first.
Oh, it's on me.
COVID.
Shit.
Boys Don't Cry.
What is that?
It was almost
Cats
a Frank
Don't Dance.
Ocean. Ooh, I love that movie. Sorry, go ahead.
something that would be in my top 5. Maybe
Green Day. Okay, what else?
I swear, I wasn't gonna joke on him anymore.
Dude, man, I'm exhausted. I don't have time to get fried today, bro.
Okay, what else?
it's like, oh, Nickelback. I think
Listen, Nickelback got more money than all of us, so it don't even matter. Yo.
Money don't make you try.
so does Trump.
I mean, yeah, that's
a
the
lot of rich
thing.
corny niggas.
Oh god, I don't probably like. What is it? Choose Your Weapon, probably.
Ooh, that's
Hiatus
a good
Cowdy.
one.
Okay,
Yeah.
That's a good one.
okay. That's it.
No, we're only
said- you
giving
said
one.
one.
Come
Oh, just
on.
one. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
It's too difficult.
All
How
right.
about you go with yours?
Yeah.
Mine.
Black Radio next.
Pretty much.
Listen,
Like,
that's it's between Black Radio
We
by
know.
Robert Glasper, awesome album. The first one, the second one's dope too, or Slum Village, Fantastic Volume 2.
That's a good one.
That's a
That
good
joint
album. That's
busts.
a classic.
Yeah, it's timeless. So,
That's a classic.
what you Curry?
I don't know, man. I mean, I do know. I don't want to be cliche, but it's just like one of my favorite albums. Something that I bought as a young lad. It's
Porn?
just the Bad album, Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah,
I mean, I know like when people talk about Michael Jackson, they usually are probably talking about like Thriller.
really. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or even Off the Wall, but Bad. I don't know. I bought it as a child, and that's just one of my favorite albums. Of
Yeah,
all
that's
time.
like if we were doing like top 10, yeah, definitely some Michael Jackson there, or Purple Rain. Purple Rain album's actually in my top 5. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's not bad. A different assortment of musical taste, if you will.
Mr. Masego.
Oh yeah, Masego. What about you?
Yeah.
Polo.
Right, just using myself.
When you text with it, are
He's
you using
like-
T9 or are you like just
He's
going
like
through the whole thing?
333-55-4444.
Sorry, I had to make sure that my bill was paid. But Gold Rush from 2007. It's by Ibrahim.
Ibrahim.
Yeah.
I
I
don't know
feel
that
like that was the first time that I heard, I guess, storytelling and skits and using one song to transition to the next one. So like, and then he was the first person I saw to loop, and it made me want to be like a loop pedal guy.
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was on YouTube back in the early
Yeah.
days, back in like Cat videos and Mr. Guitar Man, but he was just making beats from scratch, getting like 1 million views per video.
Right.
Just lit. So that's one of my top 5.
Would any of y'all put like a Kanye album in your top
Yes.
5 albums of all time? Which one?
I mean, the only reason why I say top 5 for me is because it's like albums that I like purchased that it's like I wore out. And like Graduation was the album that I bought. I
Facts.
literally gave a nigga in my class money because for him to go get the album, bring it to me, and I wore that joint out. So it's like
Them
I guess
skits are
it's
just
memories,
too
bro.
Yeah,
It just like
Graduation was
shed
that
into that joint. Like that
Yeah.
joint, you know, it influenced how I play music.
Yeah.
So it's like for me, it's like that's a album.
Yeah.
It's a top album for me.
Yeah, I think my first Kanye album was Late Registration. And yeah, that like changed my perception on like hip hop, but like it was probably the most musical hip hop album I've heard. That's by that time, you know what I'm saying? So,
Mouse lit.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I think I always liked Kanye, but I didn't like start like loving Kanye until Homecoming, and then like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is what like
Of course.
like, I'm stuck on Kanye. after
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That was it for me. I think.
I feel you. Okay. All right, let's check. Let's try another question. Let's see. Would you rather travel 50 years into the past
No,
or future?
absolutely not.
What 50 years from here was 1980? No, 1970 something.
Yeah, basically 1970. Let's just say.
Yeah, I don't know though, but with global warming, 50 years in the future, global warming, and you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I already know my answer.
What's your answer?
It would
Go.
definitely be past.
Pass.
Yeah, just because I like history.
Okay.
Like, and you know, going in the future would be dope, of course. You know what I'm saying? But going in the past is like, where I always think about that, like what niggas was wearing, like what was going on, like what the air smelled like back then.
Right,
What,
right. The
like,
food
what was
tastes
the
different.
Vibe? Yeah, like what does pizza taste like in 1970? Like it's
Right,
things are
bruh.
different. You know what I'm saying? What is New York like in 1970?
Yeah.
Like that's just a thing. Like I just want to feel and I've always thought about that. Like
That's dope. What about you, Sego?
I'm choosing past always.
Pass?
I mean, I'm glad that 50 years ago we weren't like smack in the middle of slavery or anything like stupid.
Right.
So I mean, 70s, that just sound cool. Musically, there's a lot of niggas that didn't get on just because of lack of marketing that were probably cold.
yeah,
So I could probably
true.
go to like any little bar and see like the guy that niggas are trying to emulate today. I feel like just again the style. I'm sure everybody was fly.
Oh, yeah.
Even somebody on their worst day was flyer than all of us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I imagine that. I mean, what else can I see from the 70s? I don't know. Just like, just the aesthetic in general. Just seeing like this is just what it is. It's not people trying to dress throwback.
Right.
Because I feel like after maybe the 2000s, we just started just trying to be the past.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
there's nothing else that was like, this is our thing. It was
Right.
just like, yeah, y'all look stupid, so
Yeah.
let's just go dress different.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm just like, yeah, the 70s is like one of those peaks of fashion and art culture.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna piggyback off that. Like for me, I think it's the past too, especially with the knowledge. If I'm going back in the past with the knowledge I know now,
facts.
come on,
We'd be
man, I'm
rich.
killing the game. I'm killing the game. I'm first off, that's investing in stocks.
Yeah,
You know all the, the
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
I'm going to the horse races.
I'm trying to have the experiences. Like I feel y'all. Like of course I would be one to come up, but
Yeah,
like
come
I want to
up.
go in the past just to feel what it was like. You know what I'm saying? Not to necessarily change my future. You know what I'm saying? But definitely that too.
Right. Nah, I feel you. I mean, shoot. What about you, Dan? That's a hard question.
No, I think
Yeah,
I want to go future on this one. I think, man.
Okay, what?
Yeah, because I feel like I'm
I
just
fucking
less.
hate everything. Man. That's
So I'm trying not to joke.
Jesus Christ! Listen, I'm going to my room. I'm going to sleep.
Nah, yo, they ganging up on you
God
today.
damn, yo.
I'm saving my jokes. I'm like, yo, they ethering this man right now.
my bad.
What's the
Nah,
next
go
wave of
ahead,
COVID?
No, I'm definitely go future, man.
Future, that's a cool.
Okay, why future though?
I'm less curious about the past than I am about the future, man. Like, it would be dope to go back and, experience all this shit, like experience like the birth of rap and shit like that in New York. And, like that's something dope.
That's a thing
That's
too.
a big
No.
one.
Yeah.
Like
Cause
like watching niggas like
throwing
actually
chants.
mixing like beats with disco records and stuff like that. That's fucking cool.
Yeah,
I'd love to
that's
witness that, but I'm just,
Yeah.
but we know what happened, so I'm just
Or
less.
do we?
I'm
Yeah,
less
like,
cu-
right,
well,
or do we?
true.
That's a good question. I mean,
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I definitely want to feel the vibe and shit, but I'm just way more curious about what music is going to look like 30 or 50 years from now. How, like, just, I don't know what types of media we're going to have for telling stories and, like, using music to help tell those stories and
Right.
stuff like that. That's way more interesting to me, I think.
okay.
No, I respect that
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. And to kind of segue what you were just saying, Dan, I'm gonna ask the next question. What's your favorite film score?
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah. That's just fucking beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That-
Out of all the movies, you choose Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. So I don't think it's the best one. That's just the one. That's just my favorite one.
Okay.
Like, that's the one that got me interested in film in the first place. Like, I heard that and I was like, oh, music in movies is fucking tight. you know?
Right.
Like, that was it. That fucked me up for a long time, man.
Yeah. Masego.
I feel like I want to say something before this, but it's Howl's Moving Castle, man.
Yeah, it's a good pick.
That's really good.
Like,
Any Miyazaki film is like the music's gonna be fire.
Cause like I don't know, I think this year I became so sensitive to movie score, and that one like it made me stop and say what is that? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then I started to get sensitive to that whole major to minor move that they kept doing in the score, and I was like, we always get the stank face when they go that major to minor or vice versa. And so that was interesting to me. And I think as my knowledge of music grows, I start to identify what they're doing.
Right.
And it makes it more personable to me.
Yeah.
But I think prior to that, I was a big fan of Brandy and Whitney Houston Cinderella. That soundtrack's crazy to me.
Yeah, that's a vibe.
And I mean, Hans Zimmer was involved in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like that was amazing to me. And
Prince of Egypt's still the GOAT too.
Ooh.
Prince of Egypt.
Yeah.
Toy Story still got me.
Shout out to Randy.
Yeah,
man.
Toy Story though, yeah.
Listen.
It's just the tone of the voice, and then just like it's just perfect. I just feel like they really captured like emotion. And I think just that movie being, because I read the book on it, how that was their first time making people feel emotion from made up characters.
Yeah.
Mm.
And it just, the music helped tell that story. And it's like, nigga, I'm crying over toys. This is foolish.
Yo, Toy Story 3? Crying?
Bruh, fucking
Come
sob.
on.
And it's like, how do you do it that many
What happened
times?
never mind, don't tell me.
Oh, you ain't seen Fam.
Oh, you wow.
Yeah.
And it's like, I thought they was going to wreck it, but it was like, nah, niggas ain't going to spend that much money
Yeah.
and mess it up.
Yeah. That's lit.
Either way, yeah, that's my favorites.
Yeah. I think for me, my favorite one is Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Really?
Like, yes.
Ah.
Yo-Yo Ma destroyed that, man.
That's tight.
That's good.
I thought you was going to say like something like Gullah Gullah Island. Or...
Nah, it's either between.
I thought you were gonna say Belly.
I've never seen Belly, but you know, yeah, Crouching Tiger or The Matrix. Matrix has some fire, like just some fire song. Those horns and yeah.
Dang, you remember? I don't remember no music in Matrix. It just makes me think of like LimeWire and
You know
Dell
what?
computer.
Yeah, no, it was very like, kind of like what Ludwig does, the same guy that scored The Mandalorian, except like less cool. Like it's kind of, no shade to your pick.
No,
you know,
no.
but that's kind of what it's like. It's like very synth heavy and very like there's a lot of ARP and shit in it, and then like
was it as obnoxious as Tenet?
Oh no,
Oh, man.
no.
Was
The
that a
score
good
on
movie?
Tenet was just like,
It's just like
this is the synth.
I mean, some of it's
I liked
dope.
it, man.
Some of it's fire. I'm not gonna lie, but it's like
it was just very like obnoxious fire. It was like, this is my part.
I didn't think it was that obnoxious, man. I was like, this is perfect. I heard that shit on a laptop, and I was like, this is great. I'm not mad at any of this at all.
Yeah.
Well, I
It
mean,
was fucking
that's
tight.
then it's obnoxious. If it's perfect on a laptop, yeah, it's probably extra when you plug it in.
I mean,
I want to see that joint though. I haven't seen it.
You need to, man.
if
I
you
mean,
feel like using
y'all
your
are
brain for 2
bugging.
hours.
yeah,
I
it's,
love using my brain.
Oh man,
It's really
well good.
man. It's
Me,
like,
Max and Lauren was just like fried. It
it's
was
like
I was definitely
I
fried
heard
after,
it was
but
like
it was
that
good,
though.
man.
It's
Yeah.
like
It's like
it's too much.
it was the most Chris Nolan shit Chris Nolan has ever done.
Yeah,
man.
that's
like
facts.
it was worse than
Facts.
Memento. Memento's like a mind fuck.
yeah.
Yeah, this shit was nonsense, man.
Yeah, Johnny boy.
Damn, like listening to y'all talk about these film scores, I feel so like,
you about this Pokemon?
nah, bro.
No,
like,
bro, Pokemon was lit. Music
I'm
was
just
great
I'm
in
thinking
that,
about
yeah.
2 movies and neither of them are like film scores, more soundtrack. I'm thinking about like Juice and like Mo Better Blues. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm thinking about like
Mo Better Blues.
movies that like the music influenced me. You know?
Yeah,
I
that's
never
fine.
really thought about film scores and stuff like that until like probably like recently, like
Yeah.
being older. Like when I was a kid, it was more just like
The soundtrack.
yeah, soundtracks. You know,
I mean, no.
Right.
That's where I used to sit with it because I was just like, I only hear the songs and everything. But then I think Black Panther was the first time I paid attention to the score.
Yeah, man.
So like when they entered the city, I was like, okay, you got the
those horns, man.
just
yeah.
and the way they sample those drums. So I guess modern times. What's the first soundtrack you realized you were like, oh shoot, there's something happening here?
Or like film score.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
film score.
What's that joint called? Midsummer. Is it called Midsummer?
Oh,
Yeah, and then what's the
Ari
one?
Aster,
What's,
yeah, that's just fire, yeah.
What's that other movie
Midsommar,
by the
yeah.
same person? The
Hereditary.
Hereditary.
That
Like
shit was
'cause
fucking
I like,
scary,
I like
yo.
horror movies, so it's
Yeah.
like that's what
Hereditary.
That's when it's like okay, I'm listening to the score because I was like
Yeah.
I really want to. But those movies, like the scores were crazy because it'd be like playing like happy music.
Yeah.
And like something really dark would be going on.
Dude.
It's just
Oh, they
like
gave
That's
you
what
this
fucked
is
me up the
this
most,
is-
yo.
It's giving me so much like it was just like tension and just like
Interesting.
anxiety but not like the cliche way where it's like, oh, I know something's about to happen.
Yeah.
It's almost like I'm confused now because I'm seeing something dark and hearing something completely different.
No,
you know
it's
what I'm
dog,
saying?
dude. Because we're literally watching like you're you're
so
watching
sorry.
a kid who like literally
bring it up to.
bring it up. Go ahead, bring it up. Put it in your face.
I think
Put it in your
he's
mouth.
really
Put it in your mouth.
captured though. He's fine.
Okay.
We can turn up and post. But now what you saying?
No. I don't talk about it anymore. Don't worry about it.
But yeah.
Yeah, I've been trying to respect Dan this whole
All right,
episode.
listen, I'm going to sleep in 20 minutes. Man.
Leave my man's alone, bro.
Yeah.
So, John,
Yeah.
you were talking about like what influenced you just now, right? I'm killing with these segues. So, John, did you study jazz in college? We know we did, but why did you study jazz, and
That was good.
how did that influence your style? I'm killing these segues.
Pick yourself up, man.
Nah, but
What is your outfit right now, bro?
Just a denim shirt, black joggers, and some Air Max.
Cool.
Now you're a peasant.
I'm lounging right now. You look like you would leave the house in this.
Yeah.
I would.
It's like you about
You,
to go
you,
pick
go, you
up
would go to the
Phil and Lil.
club right now.
I don't go to clubs, but you know,
in this
it's
fit.
not a bad fit.
I don't know, man.
It's not a bad fit. Come on.
I'm not mad at it.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not mad
Something
at
slight.
it.
But yeah, go ahead, John.
The shirt doesn't fit.
It-
So. But I'm not mad at the shoes.
I mean, I just
The shoes are nice.
I got muscles, man.
Yeah,
I don't know
you
what
got
to tell
muscles. You got muscles.
These
Garage
are-
sale arms. Go ahead, though.
What is a garage sale?
Jacks. You're like Mighty Joe Young.
This nigga built like Kerchak in the face.
It's a good joke.
Boy.
Anyway,
Clayton.
Jazz.
but yeah. Honestly, I didn't really know anything about jazz when I was like picking schools. But I
You
had
were primarily a gospel.
I grew up
gospel-
playing church music
gospel
and
church.
listening. Like my mother always brought us to church, so we used to be in church like 3-4 days a week. And then
Same.
my
5
dad,
days a week.
you know, him and his side of the family was more just like, my dad used to be a DJ back in the day, so he was like Earth, Wind and Fire. But
At
then
the
my
Freak
cousins would be like Jadakiss and like hood nigga music and
Right.
rah rah rah. So it was just like, just those things. Those are my influences. Basically, growing up was just like G Unit, 50 Cent, Jadakiss, all gospel music. You know what I'm saying? And then like Earth, Wind and Fire, and then Black people cookout music. 106 in Park.
Right.
And I just played drums. Like it wasn't I loved music. I loved listening to music, but playing drums wasn't a super musical connection for me, or I didn't really know it was. It was just like something I did
Yeah.
or whatever. But jazz
out
was
the
just
streets.
like, yeah, when I got introduced to jazz, it was like, oh, like it's like, it was a thing. It was like stylistically, it was just like, I feel like I have to like learn something to be able to do this. Like it was like a challenge. And then it also felt culturally appropriate to me at the time too.
What, jazz?
Yeah, like,
You're black.
yeah, but it felt like I felt like I needed to like, this is something I need to reclaim. Like something that's
I
like,
feel you.
yo, like once it caught on, it was like, yo, it's something that we missing, bro. Like nobody like realizes how crazy this is. So it's like, oh, I want to do this. And then Central just felt real. It just felt like a real music program. Like it wasn't
Central's
like,
a HBCU, right?
yeah, but I had gone and seen bands at other HBCUs. Like I went to Morgan to check it out, and it was like their jazz band was playing like funk tunes and like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, this ain't real. Like it wasn't a thing. And then I saw Central in a Downbeat magazine, and I was like, yeah, all right, bet. Like I feel like it was gonna be boot camp. I wanted to go to boot camp,
Yeah.
and that's what it was.
Got you.
You know,
Tight.
yeah. But yeah, in terms of how it's affected me as a musician, I feel like it kind of taught me music.
Yeah.
Like in a way, or it like tied together everything that I was subconsciously learning before into like something real, and then like historically tied it together for me too. It was just like, oh, I've been doing this, or everything that I do is tied to this in a way. Like everything that we do is as American music is Black music, at its core. So it's just like, and it's like you can't be good at this if you're not good at like you can't be leaving out parts, because this is like Black American music, the Black American experience. Like you can't be as good as you can be with hip hop if you don't understand this, or you can't be like it's an understanding thing, bro. Yeah, and if you don't understand that history, it's like, so it informs everything I do, my plan, everything, how I think about music, how I approach music, everything, man. It's just like, it's kind of how I think about it.
Yeah, it's a saying that jazz is musicians' music. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the music that musicians listen to.
Yeah, in a sense. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I feel like classical's like that too.
I mean, yeah,
You
like
know?
now, like back then, like when like Sinatra and stuff like that. Like not that it's jazz, but it was like pop. Jazz was pop music back
Oh,
then.
yeah,
Absolutely.
no,
I'm
jazz
talking
is definitely
about
pop
now.
music.
Yeah,
No, today it is for
absolutely. Yeah,
musicians, yeah.
jazz was like the hip
But so
hop
was
of today.
so was classical. Classical, was,
classical
pop,
was
was the
pop.
popular music.
Yeah,
and then,
right.
Mozart is happy birthday. Mozart is fucking pop, man.
which is it's scary because if you think about it, low key, it's like niggas are gonna be looking at 21 Savage in 30 years like, oh, this was lyrical rap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I don't think so.
I promise
I don't
you.
know
so.
about that one.
I
bro.
promise
I don't
you.
know.
I promise you. Not as like maybe not the
Hey,
standard.
shout out to 21 Savage, but
Maybe not the standard, but I feel like every generation to an extent things get watered down. It just gets watered down to the point where it's like, okay, this person's now this is a classic, or this is what a classic is, or this person's a legend or in the making or something like that.
right.
Like
I feel you.
that's how I feel. But I'm probably tripping.
I mean, you know.
I think
I
there's
wanna
more
argue with
people.
you.
No, go ahead.
Me?
Hmm?
That's I feel like there's so many things I want to touch on. And I don't know what to hit
Yeah,
first.
I'm
Like,
in the
that's-
same place. Like,
No. But I understand what you're trying to say, and there's precedent for it, absolutely. But
I think there's more noise as people get less educated as the time goes on, right? So it's like we talk to an old head, he's gonna tell us really what's up with music in terms of who really was lyrical, who was innovative, who was an icon, what was classic, what made it classic. I think kids growing up, like the TikTok generation, when they become like 30, they're gonna defend certain less talented artists to the ends of the earth. I don't think they're gonna. I mean, they actually no. A larger group of people might think that. I don't think they would classify 21 as lyrical though. I just think they're just gonna say that.
Maybe that wasn't
it affects
the proper term.
Yeah, but they're gonna. I mean, they're gonna definitely remember him for certain moments in their life. Like, yeah, he made murder music, and like we like this. And
Yeah,
this
yeah.
was cool.
Okay,
But like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
think niggas know, even if they don't listen to it, they know J. Cole and Kendrick are lyrical. They know Joey's lyrical. They know Common is. I don't know if they'll even know Common in the future, but I'm just saying they might label.
He solidified himself in
I mean, in terms of young people, you never know.
yeah,
Unless he got
I
a
don't know if
TikTok.
Common's gonna like stand. I don't know if his music is gonna stand the test of time in the same way that Kendrick or Cole's are going to. Like, and granted, he's been in the game for like much longer.
Yeah.
But I think to me, it's way more likely that kids gonna be jumping up down saying, "Nigga, we gonna be all right 20 years from now." You know what I'm
shit.
saying? Than
Facts.
Common records.
People gonna
you know?
remember Common though. He's done so many other things.
yeah.
It's just I'm just talking about like the massive
Golden
like
ticket.
complex.
Yeah, no, you right. I shouldn't have said lyrical. But you right.
I know what you're saying though, because it's like I'm always coming to terms with there's like two crowds of music. There's always like the people that just heard the radio and was fed whatever was given to them. You know what I'm saying? And that's all they know about certain artists, music. And then you have the people like yourselves that are involved in some type of way that know what's really good with music. Like we have a different opinion on what's classic, what's impactful. And that's just how it's going. But there's more people that don't know. So it seems like their opinion holds weight.
Yeah.
And that's the sad part, but that's just how it is. Where people, like a lot of people think Elvis is that dude. When a
Yeah.
lot of other people know,
Chuck,
like us, who we stole from.
Mm-hmm.
But it almost,
Chuck Berry.
to those it matters to, it matters. To the what do you call it? The masses?
Yeah.
They don't care. They're like, Elvis, he shook his butt and made people say, ah. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, man.
that's what I think will be more of that. It'll be like, pick your artist now that you don't think is that amazing or anything like that. People are going to be like, no, they lit because they had 1,000 million streams.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's I've come to terms with it being okay with it. Because I just want to create more people like ourselves that want to dig into, let me show you something real fire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Tastemakers.
Real tastemakers.
And I don't think music is getting watered down either. I think that it's easier for people to make music because now all you need to make music is a laptop. So there's just more shit to like sift through. Bubblegum pop has been a thing since the doo-wop era.
Yeah,
You
no
know
doubt.
what I'm saying? Like,
No doubt.
I think it's different because like you can, like as you were saying, a lot of people can market themselves. So there's just more artists popping up every day because they don't even need a laptop. They can get a cell phone.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can Steve Lacy it. So I just feel like there's, like you said, there's probably a lot of fire music now, just because it is so accessible. But there's also a lot of trash marketed music, which is like there's these two opposing forces. Like stop all this trash, but it's like there's a lot of fire people. They just aren't good at promoting themselves.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
Yeah, I mean it's a great time and a frustrating time because like what's front facing is just like this the leader to click.
Yeah.
But then behind closed doors is
This
like,
y'all nigga?
yo, this dude is fire. So I don't know. I mean, music is interesting. I spoke to this girl about the whole verses thing, right? And then what was the last R&B person that was just dominating the rap hooks and like a part of so many historic moments in the culture? And like I haven't seen that happen since Rihanna. There's a bunch of R&B queens and people doing their thing and great brands, big views and all that. But like that relationship between hip hop and R&B, I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
And you think Rihanna has that?
the last person I saw to do it, because she hopped on the Drake record and she had the Jay-Z moment and she like where people can remember like where they were when that collaboration happened.
Mm-hmm.
I think Drake would be the one who can dabble between hip hop and R&B.
I'm talking about women though.
Oh my bad.
Because we were discussing like the Keisha Cole Ashanti thing.
Got you.
And it was like Ashanti was dominating because her and them Ja Rule hooks was just
Right.
crazy with it. And Keisha Cole mad fire, but like it was perceived as different because she didn't have those collaborations with hip hop people.
Right.
And it was just kind of a conversation on how things are just changing where people are kind of like, yo, me and my brand, I'm about to be lit and do this. I don't even want to mess with that over there, which is not good or bad. It's just different. And it was just interesting to me where it's like, yeah, there's not like iconic superstars. It's just really well marketed, pretty talented people in the industry these days.
Right.
And yeah, because it's like, would I really be like, yo, remember where I was at when that such and such just dropped? It's like, no, it was cool. Probably did well. Cute video. But it wasn't like, yo, this one changed my... we was in the streets riding. Like, I haven't heard records like that often. Can y'all think of a record like that? Where it's like, these two people came together and then that song was like, yo, this is nuts. We're about to play this everywhere.
Nah, I can't. Not right off the top of my head.
No, I was actually thinking of one, but it actually has Rihanna in it.
Oh, what the?
that DJ Khaled joint. They took from the Maria joint.
Yeah. Wow, wow, wow.
Oh yeah,
that joint was
Yeah.
everybody was. You would just see cars riding past. It's like niggas
Bro,
playing that joint. Like
the
that
twerk
song
I
was
copped to that?
everywhere, bro. That song was everywhere.
Immaculate. Immaculate. It was like, and I wasn't even a fan of Bryson Tiller back in the day, and that song made me a fan because I was like, man, I gotta twerk this.
right.
I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that.
I appreciate.
But that's what I'm saying. It was like, to me, again, I'm down to be proven wrong, but like, I miss things like that. When the woman and the man come together on the record and it's just like this moment in like culture.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about that, but yeah, I haven't seen it. I mean, a lot of it is just lining people up with the right people and then also the cultural weight that certain artists have. I think there's a lack of that, but I mean, I don't even know how to change it. 'Cause people like her are trying. Like she be trying to do some like iconic things and her own festival and you know what I mean? I just think it's the records, and I think it's the public appreciation of what's going down.
Yeah.
But there's certain people that are like trying to be like the one your kids can look up to type of person,
Right.
and I'm like, hats off.
There we go. All right, let's see. What is something weird about you that people wouldn't expect to know? This is I'm kind of interested.
Was this your good transition?
That was a terrible one. That's what happened.
I think it was great.
Whatever, it happens. Jonathan Curry, what about you? What's something weird about you that people wouldn't expect to know? Let me check on the camera while you ponder on that.
I don't know. I don't
That's
feel
a
like
rough
I
question.
hide many things. I feel like the weird things about me stick out. I don't know. I don't think I'm that weird.
Yeah, no. I feel like if I'm with open-minded people, I don't hide anything.
Yeah, I don't hide. I don't really. I try not to.
I mean,
you know
it's
what I'm
not
saying?
about hiding. It's just people don't know. Like, for instance, people don't know I'm the youngest of 11. Like, same
yeah.
parents. You know what I'm saying? So
People don't know how smooth your legs are right now.
Yeah, like I don't really grow much hair on my legs or
Same-
arms.
yeah.
It's a
Same
strange
here,
thing.
yeah. I don't grow any hair in my arms.
It's a dolphin.
It's kind of weird, isn't it?
Dolphin skin.
That was a yo. The SpongeBob laugh. That was a dolphin noise.
That's hilarious. Danny boy, what about you? What's something weird about you that people wouldn't expect to know about you? I mean, you're into BDSM. What else?
Your body doesn't work.
You see him?
Wow.
You see him, boys.
You know, if I was like,
These are your friends. I'm trying to show you
keep
something.
inviting them over.
We're the best
something right in your
friends.
day.
You're into BDSM.
What else?
I don't know, man.
No, think.
I got 3 kidneys.
Well, okay, that's yeah.
Only one of them bitches work though.
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay, well,
It's a strange question. No, it's a good question.
Yeah, I feel like there's no real weird things about me that people don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, what about you, Masego?
I can do that.
I'm sure you got.
Oh,
Ooh, show the camera.
yeah, that's kind of strange.
He said, it's from years of beating off. You know, I evolved to.
Now it beats itself.
No, it's from.
Yo,
Oh,
dancing
man.
is amazing, bro.
Oh, for me, I'm not. Yeah, you're right. It is a weird question, a hard question. A hard question. Yeah, I'm the youngest of 11, same parents. So I think that's kind of weird. You know what I'm saying?
It's not weird. It's different for
Yeah.
this day and age.
Yeah, right. This day and age, people don't be doing that like that for real. Can I see?
No. That's the part.
Wow.
That's the part.
That's just fantastic.
Care to share?
No, you can't.
I put it in a group chat.
Oh,
No.
there we go. All right, cool. Let's see. Have you played any sports? I'll start off with myself. Yes, I have. I
I am
wrestled.
a D1
I'll start off
wrestler.
myself. Yes.
Now I wrestled for 6 years.
46 years. Various leagues, WWF, WWE.
I wrestled with Hulk Hogan and Jesus, nigga.
Various leagues.
Now I wrestled for 6 years. I ran track for a while. And I played soccer for like a year. But wrestling was like my main. That was like my life at one point in time. Like I used to wrestle. It's the hardest thing I've ever went through mentally and physically. I think wrestling's probably the toughest sport there is, low key, like high key. Like wrestling is super tough, and like it takes a certain type of resilience to like just go through just the conditioning. You gotta have mental fortitude. So like if you have to cut weight, like that's a thing. Just wrestling tournaments, all that stuff, like consistently, like it's a thing. It's like the hardest thing I've ever done in my life was wrestling.
Like
crazy.
Approximately how many ball sacks were on your neck in the course of your career? If you had to
He's
just
like,
kinda
well,
estimate it.
1,136. Different ball sacks, so times 2 per ball.
Carry four.
It's approximately
Super Bowl.
2,400 ball sacks.
Man. Yeah. I started in middle school. I like when I was in like pre-wrestling, I was like a huge nerd. Like I was a stereotypical nerd. I wore thick glasses. I always read books. So you didn't have TV growing up, so I read books a lot.
He said that shit like it was normal.
No, I mean, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I was really timid, really quiet. I got joked on, I got picked on. I know all the glasses jokes in the book. But after wrestling, it kind of changed my, it changed me mentally.
I'll crush you.
I mean, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it changed me. So it changed me in a positive way. I got a lot of confidence. You know what I'm saying? It just, yeah, it's a thing. Wrestling's dope. It's not for everybody though. So, yeah. What about you guys? Sports, Sego, basketball, volleyball, what?
It's funny, like, yeah, I play basketball like
Swimming?
every black person, but I think volleyball is worth mentioning because I actually enjoyed playing volleyball.
I play volleyball too, by the way.
It was super fun, but I
It
think
is.
it made me understand that it was the brotherhood of the team that I liked. It was just like us, because I mean the basketball team, like we were all enemies within the team. Like we're all joking on the other person for not getting playing time. Or it's all about individual shine, and it's like I'm the best, all y'all suck. But volleyball was like we're trying to win.
Right.
And it was just like it was the first time where a coach wasn't toxic in the sense of trying to make you something you're not. It wasn't just like you tall, stand here. It was like show me what you can do. I'll base it off of that. And like we were good. Like we won like 2 banners for the school, whatever that's worth. And then we got beat by these short white dudes. And then we learned that form matters over height.
Yeah.
Because they were all like 5'4", but like Hops was stupid. And they was just perfect form, beat us mad
like
crazy.
What's the anime with the volleyball?
Show your nerd.
I don't know.
Your nerd is showing.
Right, good.
Anyway, back in a cool black school I was at, yeah, we got whooped by Cape Henry, and then we went out and just kicked it because we were friends. You know what I'm saying?
What high school did you go to growing up?
It was Woodside High School.
I was about to say Phoebus. Is that in Hampton?
I hate the way that sounds.
Phoebus is in Hampton.
It is
yeah.
okay, cool.
Nah, I was at
Kick it to
Woodside.
Hampton.
Woodside sounds like it's either really hood or really rich. And
Right.
I think it was like a blend. Because, I mean, I feel like we had... that's when I saw people wearing, like, name brand things. Like, the first time I saw a Louis Vuitton wallet and then, like, just certain little pieces from the outlet store, I was just like, I can't afford that. How can you?
Right.
And then also, I used to see, like, niggas get jumped just between classes, but, like, by niggas that ain't go there. What? I was like, what?
So they came to the school to scrap.
Yes, they came to the school, beat somebody up, and then just left. Yeah, so my school was like a blend because it was a magnet school, whatever that means. I think I got
school.
I got bread.
I guess so. I think it was just because of where I lived. They just put me there, but it wasn't because I was rich. It was just like Pops was military. We kind of got a house and a place. But anyway, half hood, half rich. Volleyball was mad fun because it made me understand. It wasn't sports that was my love. I built a court in my backyard so like my friends could gather there and we just got something to do, hang out. And of course I love embarrassing people. Like if somebody's talking trash to me and I know I can like in front of a crowd, like,
right,
I'm taking that chance. I used to like spike the ball in somebody's face and then look at his mother like, get your son. He's with killers. You know what I mean? Like
this nigga's on the volleyball team.
right, killers.
Right.
We out here.
It's crazy.
We out here. Yeah.
I was that guy. And then like even with the faculty basketball game, like it was just I was evil to people just because like I don't know. And I think that's what I was like, you know what? I'm not even here for the game. I'm just here like
To terrorize.
to terrorize people that like joked at me in school or something like that. So it's like the dude that like was talking trash. I'm like, I'm gonna dunk on you. And then when I dunk him, the whole
Right.
you got dunked on, balls on your neck. And I didn't even care if we won. I don't even know if we won. I just know he'll never walk again.
I maimed him.
I was a straight bully, man.
Oh my god. All right, Dan. Soccer.
No, come on.
Yes.
Football. Badminton.
You played soccer too. What are you talking about, yo?
Why is he so
Jesus
easy to
Christ.
joke on?
It's because I'm only half black. That's why I get so much bullshit from y'all, man.
marbles.
Jacks.
And I'm white. Big and pale.
There's this game called Shutterball.
What's the rules of Shutterball?
I'm
right now?
sorry. I just want to participate.
I want to know.
What
the
about
rules of
these
Shutterball?
niggas? I just wanted to participate.
Damn, yo. Nigga, we both played soccer. Except I was good.
Come on.
I played a shit ton of tennis, man. I got like recruited by this tennis clinic like really early and did that
Clinic?
Yeah, it was weird. There was like it was no, apparently there's like in like the 757 apparently there was like this group that would just like recruit kids and like send them up like to play in like really big tennis programs in college.
Interesting.
Just like get them early.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, and
So you still play? You still know how to play?
I mean, I still know how to play.
Oh,
yeah,
we
but
not playing
I haven't
tennis.
I haven't played in a long time.
And how come you not good at table tennis?
Whoa, that's the most disrespectful shit anybody's.
Good question.
Saying,
Good question.
If you're good at tennis, why aren't you good at ping pong?
I mean, it's the same.
Like,
It's the same technique. Not real, not really.
No,
but, like,
it's not. It's not the same concept, thing, man. That's like saying, oh, I don't. It's like, oh, you're a really good cook. Can you farm? Like what? Like, that's not the same thing. Nigga.
That's the question I would ask.
Like, yeah, no. So yeah, tennis was our main sport. It was like volleyball for a little bit, and then like soccer and tennis mostly.
Okay. John, what's up?
Yeah, I played sports. I mean, I used to play basketball outside all the time, but I never played basketball in the league. But I did play baseball and football, like growing up and in high school. And stuff.
Baseball was fun.
Yeah, those were my sports. I did wrestle too. I wrestled in middle school. I wasn't particularly good, but they put me in the yearbook because growing up, man, I just felt like people always wanted me to be good at stuff or expected me to be good at things. So even when I wasn't good at things, they would like big me up anyway.
I think that's great.
Yeah, it's weird though because in wrestling I was not good, and they put me in the yearbook. They said something about me like as if I was, but I wasn't good. But it was like, yeah.
Now you know what it's like to be me in 2015.
Yeah, but I felt like a faker. I felt like I was faking. Like, oh, should I be happy about this? But yeah. And I agree with you about wrestling being like mad hard.
Yeah, it's a thing, man.
It's not for everybody.
And it's not a team sport. That's another thing about it, right?
Yeah.
I think that's another reason why I kind of gravitated to it because I was a loner. I'm still a loner now, but I was a loner. And with wrestling, you don't rely on your teammates. There's no team. Oh, pass me the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to rely solely on your strength and your technique
and what you're doing. I mean, it's like
it's the thing, bro.
I mean, I did wrestle for a year, but that's not even why I think or why I agree with you. But like boxing, let me know. It's like
boxing. Any
like
type of like
thing.
combat sport.
Yeah,
it's like a thing, man.
It's like you gotta cut. It's about you. It's about you and somebody else. So if you're not training hard, it's on you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No
it's on you. Football is like. Niggas will try to make excuses for niggas because there's so many niggas on the field at one time.
Point your finger somebody.
You got 10 niggas on the field at one time or whatever on your team, so it's easy to point the finger. Basketball is kind of the same thing. It's a smaller amount of people. You know what I'm saying? Baseball, whatever. But yeah. Boxing or wrestling, it's on you, bro. Yeah, it's like you putting in those extra miles just because it's like. You know that you're not trying to get trashed, bro.
Right.
You're not trying to get trashed by this other grown man that's gonna be sweating and breathing on you.
Yep.
Like,
it's a thing, man.
I feel that.
It's a thing. Which feature, personality or physical, are you most insecure about?
What is this? A woman's podcast?
I mean, women know. You said my breasts. You gotta tap into your,
my thighs. I'm very insecure about my thighs.
It's a woman's podcast.
You know what I'm saying? Tap into your physical, your feminine side.
That's funny, man.
Dan has a lot to tap.
Just kidding. This is jokes.
That is funny as hell.
Let me see. What about you, Masego? Is it your nose?
It's the nose. It's gotta be a nose, man.
I like my nose. What are you?
That is your nose. Wherever it goes.
A feature. Wherever. Why are you so weak about that? You jerk. I'm about to roast you in a second.
Moida him.
A feature that I was like, oh no.
Probably the chin strap, huh?
Insecure about.
Nah, I don't really suffer from insecurity, honestly. I mean, not to sound like that guy.
I'm Masego. I don't.
Yeah, I'm pretty lit.
Personality? You're not.
You suck. I'm trying to, like, when I get angry, to belittle people less. Because that's my bad. I get kind of mafia-ish when I get really angry.
Is it like when someone angers you, or just when you're angry in certain situations, you just...
Yeah, I think it's rooted in disrespect. And I think if I get a little hot, I'm going to just get...
That's disrespect.
Yeah, I'm going to get my little mafia bag and be like, so, okay, what do you say, Dan? So you have 2 legs, right? You put pants on them every day, every morning. You wash them, you might shave them. If you didn't have them tomorrow, that'd be an inconvenience, right? Like, that's what I get into. So I'm better about that.
All right. Okay.
Putting hits out on people.
So you're most insecure about your anger.
Yeah, no, my anger's cool now. I think, again, before y'all really met me, I used to be kind of wilding out. And had no reason to. I had no money or clout. I was just mad.
Where do you think that stems from?
My father. My father is extremely, well, he used to be very, like, hot-headed.
He's Jamaican.
I mean, and there's that too. You're fighting that history or whatever. And then he's just strong enlarged.
Your dad is like, what's the dude? Hagrid. Your dad's like Hagrid, bro. From Harry Potter. Yo, he's huge, yo. He's tall.
There you go.
Yo.
I don't like the way his name sounds, but I'm gonna just nod my head for now. But
Hagrid.
okay, yeah. My pops is definitely. I don't know. Like again, he's cool. I'm just saying, like back in the day, I seen him get some people off him.
Yo, that's crazy.
And yeah, so like
Okay.
you know, he was a fighter.
Dan, what about you?
I don't know. Man.
What are you insecure about?
Probably those cavities. I'm just kidding.
Cavities? I've never had a cavity in my life. What are you talking about? Bro?
Well, you've never been to the dentist then, my nigga. I don't know what you got going on over there. That makes absolutely no sense to me.
That I've never had a cavity?
Ever?
Floss. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Brush your teeth, floss.
I brush my teeth, but damn. No cavities ever?
No.
All right. Well, Dan,
What's the question?
what are you most insecure about? Personality or physical? It doesn't matter.
Stamina in the bed.
Ooh, that's cat. that's super cat.
I don't feel insecure about that. Blame it on good pussy.
I could have come fast enough.
Hey, look, girl, this is a compliment to you. You know what I'm saying?
You're welcome.
I beat you.
But yeah, Dan, anything?
Uh,
You just like
Like
a
a-
perfect human?
Nah, I mean like a bunch of like physical insecurities.
Okay,
and
what's
stuff
up?
like that, you know?
That's what I'm asking.
Like I'm never like as in shape as I would like to be. You know, even at like my peak, where I was like very comfortable. You know, I could like run a mile in like 8 minutes and shit like that. You know, it was no big deal. Like, still didn't look as good as I wanted to look. You know what I'm saying? So that's I don't think that's ever gonna go away. Honestly, I'm trying to imagine the version of me that's like happy with how I look. You know
I
what
mean, when you had COVID, you lost 15 pounds. You were like, you know,
Yeah, I
were
looked. Yeah, no, I looked terrible, bro. I looked like skin and bone, and this shit was bad, yo. But yeah, man, I think that's it.
okay.
For real.
Jon Curry, rated R.
Honestly,
If
I
you
do
don't
agree.
fix
I agree
this
with.
board.
I
bro.
can't do anything about
No,
this.
like
Can
let
you
it
like put it
it's-
off to
it's
the
who he
side or
is now.
something? Or?
No, you good. Be you.
It's gonna fall again.
Do you, nigga? Do you?
Anyway,
So much.
definitely like personally, I definitely have an anger issue, or I had an anger issue like growing up. That was a thing.
Where did that stem from? Was your dad Jamaican too, or?
Was he Jamaican? No, he's not Jamaican. He a nigga.
Not Jamaican, he a nigga.
Nah, he like
What
a
does
real
that
nigga.
mean?
Hey, I'ma let it
Anybody who
rock.
know niggas know what a nigga is.
Do
Not that
not
nigga.
air this.
Cancel.
He not Jamaican, he a nigga.
I can't. I'm just speaking my truth, man.
Yeah, speak your truth, man.
No, my dad's a good guy, but he gets angry too. I'm an emotional guy, so it's like I have high highs and low lows.
Yeah, no, that's the thing.
Yeah, I got high highs.
emotional.
Yeah,
man.
high highs and low lows. I'm
You
either,
and Masego are both really emotional.
but I'm usually happy.
That's why we're great friends.
Like ladies.
But I'm usually like happy.
Uh-huh.
I'm always smiling, but when I get down, I'm down. Like when I get angry, I black out. But that's controlling that is one thing that I've definitely dealt with. But then also being fat, you know what I'm saying? That's something I dealt with since I was like 7 or 8. You know what I'm saying? So that's the
Yeah.
thing. And even though even the way that I like exercise now, or the way that the relationship that I have with food is just based on trauma and just like I don't know if I'm like punishing myself or if I'm just constantly trying to prove to my child, yeah, you know what I'm saying, like my childhood self, that it's like, you're not weak anymore, you're not this, you know what I'm saying, I'm just like, run more, do this, and it's like, yeah, and I'm still insecure about my body and stuff, but
I think for guys in general, like, it's going to be something physical. Like, guys are more physical. We're physical creatures, and you know, we're not as emotional as women are. But
yeah,
you know, it's always going to be something physical.
Or
I
so
think
they
for
say.
me, my most insecure thing about me is probably my lisp. I have a lisp, and I got joked heavily.
still
for it.
do.
Say sipping on some scissor.
Shut up. See, this is why I'm insecure. Like, assholes
Shitting
like
on his
that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I got pelted with jokes growing up. Like,
Pelted.
yeah, man.
Like a hailstorm.
Like, real talk though. Like, so, you know, I'm really, anytime somebody brings up my list, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. It's always physical with guys, you know.
Yeah, it's easy. You know, that's easy.
It's not something we talk about for either. So
It's like, you know.
What are your insecurities? My breasts.
Yo,
and my weight too. Like, I'm trying to get back in shape. Like, I used to be. I don't know. I might put a picture right here so y'all can see how I used to be. But I used to be on it.
I think you definitely was in shape.
On it.
Even when I met you, you were in shape.
Yeah. But I was even then I was still out of shape. You know what I'm saying? But like, I used to be on it. But now I'm just like, this whole
that relationship
pandemic.
weight, man.
Right? Yeah, man. This whole pandemic is just like, you know what I mean?
It's rough.
This man got high and ate 4 PB&Js
All
the
right,
other day.
now, that's that. Nobody needs to know that.
PB&Js be smacking though.
No, they do.
They
It's
be
a
smacking.
Vibe, bro.
They be smacking, especially on white bread.
Vibe.
Hey.
How old are we?
Hey man,
PB&J on white bread.
Right.
It's gross.
All right. Are there any risks you are afraid to take musically, music or otherwise? I'm gonna ask Masego since he has the most clout. Are there any risks you are afraid to take musically?
I am afraid to.
I mean, you are a child prodigy, so I mean, what?
You do play 20 instruments.
Yeah, right.
And you never had one
36.
lesson.
It's a lot. It's a lot being me. But something I'm afraid to do musically.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like probably do a song in a different language.
I mean, you did Passport. The end of that, you did some Japanese, and it was kind of lit.
Well,
sounded like Spanish.
It sounded suspicious.
No,
Yeah,
it sounded
yeah.
Come on, man. Don't play.
I like the song. I like the song.
that's hilarious. No, I'm saying like
Sounded
do a
Mexican.
song in a different language, but like a how do I say it? Like the way I did it in Passport was kind of like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like we're in Japan. I learned this. Big up the culture.
Is that still recording?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I don't know. I feel like I got the opportunity to like just like someone try to write something for me in a different language and I just perform it, but it didn't feel authentic to me.
I feel you.
Because it's like I didn't grow up saying these slang terms and knowing these words. So I'm afraid to do that because I don't want to be a culture vulture.
That's gonna be a subject on another podcast.
That's
All
dope.
right, man.
Yeah.
I want to be there for that podcast. Fly me in.
I got you.
John
You
said,
get
that's
those
all
good
it is. I think
deals.
you want to be authentic with music. 'Cause at the end of the day, you know, everybody can do everything, I guess. But in terms of when it comes to certain culture moves, it's just certain things you shouldn't touch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like as I'm getting older, I'm being more sensitive to that versus when I'm young, I'm just like, whatever I make is what I make.
Right.
But nowadays I'm trying to make sure I like, if I'm doing something with a different culture, I got somebody from that culture to kind of like validate what's going on.
You think
know?
Drake does that?
I think so. I mean, when people talk about Drake in terms of like the communities, they're like, yo, big up Drake because he invested in our community,
Right. He
put
gives
on our
back.
local acts. Like, I think he takes the proper steps because he kind of moves like a mafia member, low key.
Yeah.
Also, he's from Toronto too. It's a lot of different cultures out there too. So I can imagine that he's probably grown up with
Big facts.
a lot of different type of folks. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Okay. What about you, John? Any risks you're afraid to take musically?
Yeah, low key, bro. I'm like a punk musically, bro. Like it's a lot of things I don't like. I don't sing ever. I don't even like playing
Can you sing?
around.
Can you sing?
I don't. This is how I feel.
Wait, sing your ABCs right
I'm
now.
not singing
Okay,
nothing.
first of all.
No, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing it.
You can always gauge like, okay, sing
No, no, no.
ABCs.
No,
and
put
like,
on the
Anyway.
song right now. Put them in E flat.
right.
No, I'm not about to do it
Hey,
because I'm literally terrified. Like I don't do it because I'm
Would it
super
be
scared to
funny
do it. Even on drums,
Yeah, my God.
even on drums, it's like a lot of things that I won't play.
Like
That
what?
it's like
What-
I've never. It's hard for me to just give you my 100% unadulterated self on my instrument.
That is correct.
That's like a weird thing.
That's
Bro.
the
It's like
thing,
I've
man.
never like been able to like sit in front of people, and like I do this for a living. You know what I'm saying? I play music in front of people at a level that's high enough that people are like, yo, you are good at this.
Yeah.
And in my mind, it's like I'm giving you 67% of what I can do because I am terrified, bro.
Yeah.
Like in a weird way. You know what I'm saying? Not
Yeah.
scared to play. Like I do this. Like I'll do this. I'll get in the studio, I'll get on stage, whatever. But in reality, it's like, oh yeah, I'm so scared to like really like bear it all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As a musician.
I feel you.
And I don't tell people that either. So you getting that.
Exclusive.
That's exclusive for real. I don't tell people that because most people think it's like I'm not, you know, oh, like he plays. He's a player. It's like I am. I like to think of myself like that, but nah, bro. I'm scared. Like I don't even know how to give my all. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? On cue. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Dan?
Yeah.
You got to follow that up.
Right.
I just be being honest, bro. Just
Nah,
tell
I
the
feel you,
truth,
man.
Dan. Tell the
This
truth.
is a safe place.
No, I feel kind of similarly, man. I think because I have so many different influences, I never really mastered any genre of anything. You know what I'm saying?
That's the
So
thing.
like,
That's the thing.
I can do a jazz gig on keys. I can do a jazz gig on saxophone and do so, you know, proficiently. But I would be fucking terrified to like play with cats who play jazz. Like this is y'all spent your whole lives, y'all spent the last decade, however long, playing jazz and studying jazz or whatever. Because at this point, I'm gonna get on here and solo after you, and I'm gonna sound like a parody of what we all came here to do. You know what I'm saying? So, and I feel the same way about like really everything, like R&B. Like I'm comfortable making R&B in a studio and like doing an R&B concert or whatever. But I'm playing with old heads who like basically shaped R&B. Then I'm gonna feel like an asshole. It's gonna be a lot of like imposter syndrome. You know what I'm saying?
So your risk that you are afraid to take is playing with people who are like authentically in music. Okay.
Yeah. And I think the place that I feel most vulnerable is like in church. You know what I'm saying? Because when I did not grow up in gospel, you know,
Right.
church and stuff like that. And as far as like all my white friends or all my Hispanic family and stuff like that is concerned, I can sit down and like
Pink and
kill on the organ. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, but bro, that nigga playing. Like,
Yeah.
no, I'm not. Like, you know,
Okay.
and you know, you get to church and like even for the people that don't play in the congregation and stuff, they're like, no, it sounds okay, but like something sounds off. It's because I don't sound as like I don't sound like I grew up there. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
That's crazy.
Yeah, for me, I it's like the risk I'm afraid to take is to actually get in my bag, like my sense of music, like my style is it's not, it's different, and like the music that I put out now is just like low key. I'm trying to cater to, you know, what I think people would like. And also trying to lace in like what my real musical sense is. So like my EP Merlot, like that is kind of, I'm digging a little bit more into my bag of who I am musically, but it goes deeper. You know what I'm saying? It gets a little weird, not weird, but like
Different.
yeah, real different. And I kind of have like a sense of like I want validation from the masses. I want people to really like the stuff, but it's just like if I go really deep into what my musical, like what I really want to put out, it's just like I feel like okay, they might not like it. So that's the risk I'm afraid to take. So what I'm doing now is like okay, I got put out Merlot. My next joint maybe a little deeper into like what I really am with, you know, elements of what I know people already like, and then you know. So that's the risk I'm afraid to go all the way deep in. You feel me?
Artistry, bro.
Yeah, man, it's a thing, bro. It's like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. But you know, yeah, man. I'm gonna try to go on IG Live because I know John has to fly back home.
Hey.
soon. So let's see what we got. We're gonna take some questions from IG Live, and hopefully it will work. I'm not sure. We are going to see. I probably should have had this up already. Boom. There we go. Hey, I'll get everybody in.
It's gonna be like when Spice Adams was doing it. I gotta refresh this. I know it's more than nobody
Let's see what we
in.
got. All right, who's gonna come in? 5 people. Let's see.
No, man. Like, give it a shot.
Hey, we got Agent Rin. What's going on, girl? We're doing questions, so I did it wrong. I didn't put the
Topic.
Yeah, I didn't put the topic what we're talking about right now. But if you guys have questions, we are filming live right now on the podcast. And oh look, we got Dan the Manimal. He still hasn't changed his name, but we're gonna get there. If you guys have any questions, real quick, we are going to take some questions. Use the question thingamabob right there. I don't know if you can see it. Use the question thing, and we'll answer some questions real quick. I don't know if, let's see what we got. I'm going to give you guys a setting. This is a setting. We got Dan right here. We got Masego. And we got Jon Curry on drums. So I'm going to put it right here. And just to see if the camera's still on. In Jesus' name.
My fault.
No, you good.
Yeah, stay put.
Right. Yeah, it's fine.
I low key want Dan to elaborate on that feeling like uncomfortable. Like, do you ever feel like? When do you ever feel like you could be 100% comfortable being like yourself on your instrument?
I don't know. It's never happened before.
Yeah.
Like it's like, even when I'm on stage with y'all playing music that I know, like, you know, like we played it hundreds and hundreds of times. You know, sometimes it's still, even though I can do it in my sleep, drunk as hell.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just like I'm like 80% comfortable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How
That's a
about
real
this?
thing.
If you could study a style for like the next 3 years, which one would it be?
That's a good question.
That's
Yeah.
a good question. Like exclusively that style.
Just that. Where like at the end of that 3 years, you were authentically that style.
You're a master.
Classical.
No.
You wouldn't do classical?
But you know what? I don't know. It's that's interesting. 'Cause, okay, so would it be for my career or just for fun? Like just because this is what I want to learn. Like
Anything that you learn would make you a better musician.
it could, but I think some things make us better and less marketable at the same time.
Well, F all that overthinking. Just in terms
Yeah,
of if you can walk around like people have to look to you to say this is the authentic example of this style. Which style would that be?
I think it probably like what people in like Hiatus Coyotes camp sound like. I know a lot of people call it like math rock and stuff like that, but it's very like
No, that's a good point.
It's like punk that's heavily jazz influenced. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think just because I enjoy listening to that for pleasure, like the most myself, it'd be a lot of like, yeah, and most like the keyboard players in that are classically trained people who studied jazz a shit ton when they got to college.
Yeah.
So like Simon from Hiatus and like I forget his name, that old cat that used to play for Thundercat back in the day. They all of them sound alike, man. So it would be something like that.
Yeah.
Old white guy, yeah.
Yeah, he has like straight hair and everything.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Also-
that's
It's like the math. It's the math jazz crew.
yeah.
I like that though. To be authenticated in that style is definitely like lit.
You know, harmonically, like the stuff that Jacob Collier does when he's playing keys, you know, like that's. I know you guys hate Jacob Collier. But
I don't
like,
hate that dude. Like that little Kiana Lede
That shit is nuts.
in him.
All right, we got a question real quick. From Royal Pain. How did you guys meet? Okay.
Max was playing bass at a gay club called Tail Feathers.
All right. Let's see. I met Masego first at ODU. Went to college. I was playing in a piano room, and I was playing piano, and he came in. He was like, "Oh, blah 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 blah. How you know blah blah blah." We linked up like that. Then.
What conversation? What was?
I forgot what we were talking about. You know what I'm saying? I forgot what we were talking about, but and then I met Jon Curry at a gig we did at, was it SoundCloud? Mm-hmm. We did a SoundCloud show with Masego. I met Dan at ODU with Masego as well. And yeah, how did you meet these guys?
I met Masego because he tried to sell me a PlayStation out of his trunk after a basketball game at ODU.
Wait, is this true or is this trolling?
No, this is exactly what happened. It wasn't even a PlayStation 2. Homie tried to sell me an original PlayStation 1
Yo!
from the back of his car outside of the arena at ODU after a basketball game, yo. That shit had no controllers.
I need the money. What do you want? Nigga?
Had zero controllers,
That
bro.
nigga was trying to make $40.
Yo,
Bro.
all
And
right,
it should have one game. I don't even know if that bitch worked. It was Game Day. This nigga tried to sell me Game Day for PlayStation 1, bro.
for how much? How much was he trying to sell it for?
I don't even know,
even
bro.
remember,
I
There we
don't
go.
remember.
All right, Curry, how'd you meet us? Well, you know how you met. How'd you meet?
Yeah, I met Dan and Sego the same day. They had a gig. There was no drummer. Somebody hit me up. I played the gig. I showed up and I met these niggas. This Sego sent me a voice, like a picture message. Like he was like the first nigga ever sent me video mail, ever. So I was like, oh, this nigga kind of cool. And then I met them, and then I met you at that gig. We did a SoundCloud gig in Texas. I met Max, and I was like, oh, who's this? You used to wear like Vans and kind of skaterish clothes at that point in time, a little bit.
Yeah.
You were wearing two pairs of socks, like a black pair and a white pair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. All right,
What?
Yeah.
I am Danny. She asks, was there a new style of music or artist you found yourself liking during quarantine? I'll start off. Yes. Her name is. Oh my gosh. More Love. I am More Love or More Love. MOORLOVE. She's dope. She can sing.
Her name is Roberta
Music is
Glasper.
Roberta Glasper.
What about you guys? Dan. Nickelback.
We get it. I'm a quarter white. Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's called Love More, not More Love. My bad. Love More.
Wow,
Thank
what
you.
a great fan.
I think not really. Like I kind of go through phases, just like regular ones throughout the year.
Dan listens to Silence all day. That nigga don't play no music when I'm not home.
How would you know you're not home?
Nigga, I feel it.
You be home when you go?
No, when I walk in the house,
You be
like,
home when you go.
You feel the. You be home when you.
That's what you telling me right now.
All right.
Every time I'm home, I be gone. What
All right,
are you
we're
talking
gonna-
about?
We're gonna keep these questions, keep the answers to a minimum because John has to leave.
Why don't you know his name like he's
I'm
your
sorry,
14th
bruh.
kid?
I'm sorry. I'm looking at this.
We
Jennifer.
What up? What up, Josh? What's going on, man? All right.
What's the question?
Was there a new style of music or artist you found yourself liking during quarantine?
Who was the quarantine artist? I just feel like
Salt. Got hip to Salt.
during quarantine,
That was during quarantine.
like Joe Budden's an artist, and I got hip to him.
There we go, Joe Budden Podcast.
You know what I'm
Shout
saying?
out
So
to
yeah,
Joe
the
Budden.
podcast was really like that. That was most of quarantine.
There we go.
So he's that dude. I mean, you know what I mean? Everybody like him or not like him, but he's my man's. About you, Curry?
So that's your man.
Well, yeah, I got a weird one. It's not weird, but like, I was definitely looking for music during quarantine, but I didn't really find a whole lot of music other than like, whatever. But an artist that I recently got hooked on, and this is kind of weird and left field, but this nigga, Leslie Odom.
Oh,
He's like an actor and a singer, nigga.
Yeah, he's in
But like,
Hamilton, isn't he?
yeah, so this is what happened. I saw Hamilton and I was like, this is lit. Like, I'll never tell my niggas I saw this, but this joint is lit. Like,
It's fire.
and I just really liked his character. And then I saw him in that joint that they had with like, he played Sam Cooke in that joint.
Yeah,
With.
yeah.
Anyway,
I feel you.
and it was like, yo, I really like this dude. Like, I like this dude. So,
Let's
and he's
do
an
it.
artist. So it's like, okay, if there's an artist, I guess that's my answer.
All right.
Dude kind of lit though.
I'll take one more question. What is Dan talking about not being comfortable doing? Say what now? Oh, come on. You can't use that as... I don't even remember. That's
Not being comfortable doing what now?
Playing your instrument.
yeah. I don't even.
Oh, we already went into. Oh,
Yeah.
how about this? I'll answer the question I asked Dan as far as like what would I be a specialist in
Okay.
if I could, right? I think. Dang, now I don't know the answer. Yeah. Dang, which one would I choose? Actually, that's a go to John. That's a terrible question for a Gemini.
Boo.
Right.
To tell me to choose a personality?
That's why you buy?
Well, choose a personality.
You gonna spread a rumor like that?
I can't choose. You can't make me choose. I don't want to do it.
Funny guy.
All right.
Jokes from the black white man.
You know, as a Gemini, I can't. You know, I don't like making decisions. You know.
All right.
Making decisions.
The Gatlin fam, Josh Gatling, my brother. He says, if there's any creative block, what helps you get over it?
Listening to something that sounds nothing like that.
Buying instruments.
Okay. Buying instruments, Masego. Dan says masturbating. And listening to
Yeah, if I'm like supposed to be writing R&B shit or something that sounds trappy and I can't think of anything, then I'll listen to something completely different. Like I'll listen to punk or metal or something like that.
okay. All right, Masego says mine instrument. We all can't buy instruments on a whim, but you know, we're not millionaires.
We get it. You're rich. Whatever.
Right.
I've worked for a decade.
Got so much money and can't buy lotion. God damn, this shit.
So much money and can't buy.
John?
Smooth egg.
Dry.
What's the question again?
It
Oh,
says-
writer's block. It's similar to Dan, but a lot of times it won't be music. I'll just do something different, like completely different, like watch boxing or
Yeah.
exercise or, you know what I'm saying? Do something to try to clear my mind. Because usually if I'm getting writer's block, I'm probably just frustrated.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely like mope my way out of writer's blocks too. Like
Yeah.
if usually if I get like writer's block, it's not like a one day thing. It's like I have this for 3 days, 4 days.
You just got to get re-inspired. You know what I'm saying? Find something that inspires. It's like, it could be something weird like hula hoop championships. It's like, yo, this is this is amazing. Yo, I don't know what it is. It's making me feel great.
Would definitely inspire me.
You know what I'm saying? It just make you want to write. Or
Yeah, I think for me,
For me.
Anybody ask you?
caffeine. Caffeine's like, first off, I don't usually get writer's block when it comes to like creating just the music. But when I'm writing lyrics, caffeine will get me right. I don't know what it
He's
is.
like, that's why my songs don't rhyme. just writing words.
That's why my songs sound the same.
But yeah, musically,
Oh,
I'll
no.
speak towards like musically because
You could have promoted the Yoruba just now. When I'm having writer's block, I drink.
Urine.
yeah, but musically, like when I'm writing music, caffeine. If I'm having writer's block, which I rarely do when I'm coming up with ideas musically, but caffeine that'll get me right. I'll take one more because battery life is going down.
You got Zuru.
Oh, another one. Oh wait.
That's the same jump.
one. Okay. What's the last good movie you saw? That's a good one. The last good movie I saw, I believe, was Tenet. No.
The last good movie.
That's a good question. I got to think about that one. That's not a quick. I'll let you guys answer while I think. Dan, because Dan's the movie buff.
Yeah, you are the movie buff.
Yeah.
At Film Foster.
There ain't nothing else buff, but
He's like dorm days.
Wow. Dorm days?
Abuelos. Just say his
Why not me?
Hey yo, y'all niggas corny.
So Tenet, I think, was it Tenet for you, Dan?
The Journey to Caucasian.
It's Tenet, yeah, and then I also saw this one movie that came out last year called Professor and a Madman. That was really good. It's nerdy as shit. A lot of people not gonna like it, but it's with Mel Gibson, and he's like a professor that No, he's like a scholar that never went to school. He just like taught himself like 30 different languages and wrote like the first half of the Oxford Dictionary over like 30 years.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I kind of want to see that.
Oh, Nikki's up there.
Oh, what up,
Nikki!
Mac
What's
till
going on,
infinity.
girl?
Wave to her.
Wave.
That's the wrong person.
Oops.
Oh man.
There go Max waving.
Now she think you're gonna slide on her DMs. Gonna be
Oh,
a whole
God.
thing.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
But no, last movie I saw.
Last good movie.
Oh yeah, good movie.
You don't watch good movies.
I would say
Bambi.
Bambi. Nah, what did I see last time? Dang, so the Mandalorian don't count, do it?
Mandalorian's really good.
Yeah,
but
no,
it don't
Nigga,
count.
it
It's
feels like a
series.
movie.
It does though.
That joint
It
looks
does.
like a movie.
Man, if it ain't the Mandalorian, I watched it for the first time. Harry Potter and the Oculus, what is it, Sorcerer's Stone? Not the Sorcerer's Stone, the third one. What's the third one?
Prisoner of Azkaban.
Yeah, Prisoner of Azkaban.
Okay.
It's a good
That
one.
was very dope.
There we go.
He started to get in his acting bag, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, that joint started getting dark on that one for real.
Yeah.
I was like, he a little less of a punk in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
'Cause
had
I
no
ain't never
choice.
watched none of that before, and I was like, you know.
There we go.
Little
Jon Curry. What about you?
Honestly, I guess it would have to be that.
Hidden Colors.
New Jack City.
Creed. Sorry, all right, we're done. Joking.
Anyway,
October.
no, it was.
Wait,
It's a black movie.
I would be shocked. Have you seen Hunting for Red October? Why do you know about that?
Hunting for Red October. It sounds like something I've watched. I
Red
don't know.
October. Starting
What's it
by.
about?
That's what
Submarine.
Sean
what's his-
Connery.
Yeah.
And the Cold War. And
Nope.
stuff.
Anyway,
Oh shit.
no, I did. I watched that movie I was talking about with Sam Cooke, and it's an Amazon movie.
Oh, Last Night in Miami. Or
something like that. Something like that.
Oh, that
Miami. I
John.
just
I gotta
saw
watch
that
that,
last
man.
week. It was pretty deep,
I gotta check
pretty
it out.
decent. You know, I like history movies and period pieces and stuff like that, and black
Histories.
stuff. So I mean, it was pretty good. It wasn't super cliche. It was all right.
Right.
It wasn't
I
bad.
like it.
I might have to check it out.
It
All right,
wasn't bad.
I'm gonna hop off live. My battery's going dead, and you have to cut it. So yeah, you made it to the episode, guys. Congratulations. All right, peace.
Peace.
Okay. Yeah, we gotta kind of cut it short today, guys, because Jon Curry has to fly back. We gotta take him to the airport.
Yeah, I gotta put my clothes in the dryer.
There we go. But yeah, that's been another episode of Lobby Call Podcast. Follow us on Instagram. We got Jon Curry. It's at Louis Vuitton John.
Yep.
Masego is at Masego. Dan, it's of course Dan _the_manimal.
I'm gonna change today.
Thank you. Mine is at Maxwell _sensei. And you can follow the Trap House Jazz page. Sego doesn't really keep that up, but at Trap House Jazz.
So much to keep up in life.
Jesus.
And that's been another episode of Lobby Call. There we go.
Hey.
That's a wrap.